Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and we are gathered here tonight for a little hot seat head-to-head action. We're continuing on with the trivial trivia trials of Mbop Mike Motts. Mike, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
I was doing better about 5 seconds ago, and when you threw that one out there, that song's gonna be in my head and the heads of our listeners, probably for the foreseeable future, so thank you for that. But let's see if I can drown my sorrows in a lovely beverage from Monday Night Brewing Company out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is their Juice Raptor Hazy IPA. I picked up a six-pack a couple days ago, and this is the first one I'm popping. So we're gonna see how this is. Ooh, that is good. There's probably going to be multiple of these consumed tonight. 6.9% alcohol by volume. Nice.
That sounds wonderful, I'm not going to lie. Speaking of wonderful, we're going to head up a little bit northeast. El Guapo himself, Christian Hernandez, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
I'm doing pretty well. We're very, very close to a long weekend, so we just have to get through one more day. Tonight I am drinking a Sam Adams Cherry Wheat that was in my fridge. So let's pop it open and see how it is. Tastes appropriately cherry-like.
That's a good warm weather beer though.
All right, well, I guess it's my turn. The last of the six-pack, Persimmon Hollow Brewery up in DeLand, Florida, made with coffee from Trilogy Roasters. This is the Three Wise Guy Coffee Porter. It's September almost, and that means it should be stout and porter weather, damn it. But it was 95 degrees outside today. Florida people, I am telling you, if you like it, God, that's just so damn good.
I'm so jealous of that, dude. When I lived in Florida, I just got over the whole notion of porter or stout weather. I like my dark beers too much.
That is really, really flipping dangerous. I got to buy some more of that. But we got you two here. We're going to do a little hot seat head to head. Christian, for the pregame, do you want to go first or second? Do you want odds or evens?
Always go odds.
Always go odds. You know, you could have been the Han Solo there and say, never tell me the odds. But no, you decided to be Chewy. All right. Here's your pregame category. Your pregame category is drugs.
Oh.
So the following drugs are produced by pharmaceutical giants. But is this drug produced by Eli Lilly or Merck?
Oh, okay.
Christian.
Yes.
Your first drug is a neurological drug called Emgalty. Emgalty. Emgalty.
I have no idea what that is. So it's a shot in the dark. Let's go Eli Lilly.
Eli Lilly is a correct answer. Nicely done.
Nice.
Mike, you get the drug to treat HPV. It's Gardasil.
Intimately familiar with this one. Now,
Wow.
no, I am flying totally blind on this one. I've said before, there's very few drawbacks. In fact, almost literally no drawbacks to having lived generally not without health issues. But one of them is you know nothing about medicine. And that is me. I am going to say Merck.
Merck is a correct answer. For two people that don't know anything about it, you're 2 for 2 so far. Christian, number 3. It helps treat diabetes, Januvia.
Eli Lilly is known for their diabetes medication, so I'm going to go with Eli Lilly again.
Januvia is Merck, actually.
Okay.
All right, Mike, you're getting another diabetes medication. It's Jardiance.
Well, I learned about 10 seconds ago that apparently Eli Lilly is known for its diabetes medications. I'm going to say Eli Lilly.
Jardiance is Eli Lilly. Nicely done, Mike. Way to pull that out of your ass. Christian, number 5 is a cancer treatment drug called Keytruda.
Keytruda. I'm going to go Merck on that one.
That is Merck. Nicely done. Nicely done. Mike, you're getting another diabetes medication called Mounjaro.
Mm. Do I stick with the theme or not? Yeah, I'll just say Eli Lilly again.
Mounjaro is Eli Lilly. Christian, you're kicking yourself right now, aren't you?
Yeah, that teaches me for providing extra knowledge.
Christian, you're getting number 7. It's an antifungal medication called Noxafil.
I'm gonna go Merck again on that.
Noxafil is with Merck. Nicely done. Mike, heading back to you, you're getting an antibiotic called Civextro. Sivextro.
Well, let's see. I've gone a Merck and 2 Eli Lillys. I'll go back to Merck.
That is Merck. Mike, who never gets sick and knows nothing about medicine, is 4 for 4 so far. Christian, number 9 over to you is another diabetes medication called Trulicity.
I'm gonna go Merck on that one.
No, Trulicity is Eli Lilly.
Ah.
Mike, to end it all, the cancer treatment drug Verbena.
Okay, not heard of that one. It's interesting. I'm sitting here trying to remember. Some of these I've heard of, and I'm pretty sure it's almost exclusively from commercials that used to air when I would watch Family Feud on the Game Show Network back when we still had cable. That would used to be going all the time in the background. This one I have not heard of. See, I've gone to Merck, 2 Eli Lillys, and a Merck. I'll go back to Eli Lilly. Why not?
That is Eli Lilly.
Woo! Wow, those coin flips. My luck probably is about spent just on the pregame.
Mike, you just aced the pregame. Guapo not too far behind, 3 points to 5. Christian, you're going to tell me for hot seat round 1, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right. I have got 15 minutes on the clock, an endless barrage of trivia questions and hopefully some answers. Let's go ahead. Let's get this party started. Your time will begin after I read your first question. Here we go. Christian, what actress is married to Harrison Ford?
Callista Flockhart.
Callista Flockhart is correct. Mike, fresh blueberries grown in the U.S. are typically in season during which summer month?
I will say August.
It's actually more in July.
Okay.
So, Christian, heading back to you. Which show is the highest grossing production in Broadway history?
Highest grossing. Let's go with Phantom of the Opera.
Not a bad guess. It's actually Disney's The Lion King.
That was my second guess.
I'm not going to do that. Mike.
Nope.
The son of Zeus and Hera. Who is the Greek god of war?
Ares.
It'd be Remus Lupin. Ares is correct. Did anybody get that reference? Just me?
Nope. Just you. Oh, because he was the guy that played it in Wonder Woman.
Ares in Wonder Woman. Okay, we're moving right along. Pidgey, Charmander, Squirtle, and Butterfree are all associated with what pop culture franchise?
Those 3 Pokemon.
These are all Pokemon. Nicely done. Mike. Within 3 years, either way, name the year these events took place. Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin is assassinated. O.J. Simpson is found not guilty, and the Oklahoma City bombing occurs. Why did I give you 3 years either way? I don't know.
It's either 95 or 96. I'll say 95.
95 is correct. Christian, sold in 1997 for $400 million. Who now owns Hotmail?
Would that be Microsoft?
That would be Microsoft. Mike, which Premier League team was dubbed the quote-unquote Invincibles when they went their entire 2003 and 2004 campaign undefeated?
This is the part where I'm going to probably name a team that's not even in the Premier League to show you how much I know about this particular sport. I'm going to say Manchester United.
No, that'd be Arsenal.
Oh,
Christian, heading back to you. For which NBA team did Lamar Odom play during his rookie year?
I know nothing about basketball. Let's go with the Pistons.
LA Clippers is what we're looking for.
Okay.
Mike, the goldfish actually belongs to what family of fish?
This is where I'm going to name something that's not a family of fish to show how little I know about this topic. Goldfish belongs to what family of fish? I feel like I've heard this. What have I? Carp?
Carp is a correct answer.
Yeah.
Not just one of the
Okay.
mighty ducks, a family of fish. Christian, heading back to you.
Nice.
On what island nation are lemurs native?
That would be Madagascar.
Madagascar is a correct answer. Mike, what odor eliminating fabric refresher product was introduced to the market in 1996? A lot of words I mispronounced there. What odor eliminating fabric refresher product was introduced to the market in 1996?
Fabric refresher. I know a lot. I mean, I can think of air fresheners, fabric fresheners. Febreze is not right.
Febreze is right. Nicely done.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think of it as an air freshener, not a fabric freshener.
Christian, who was the youngest U.S. president?
That would be JFK.
No, Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Okay.
Kennedy was the youngest to win election, but Roosevelt was younger when he took office.
Okay.
All right, Mike, heading back to you. The soap opera Dynasty revolved around which wealthy oil magnate and his family living in Denver, Colorado?
I feel like I'll know it when you say it. I'll say Ewing because it's a different show, but whatever.
That's Dallas. Blake Carrington's what we're looking for there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll know it when you say it. Okay.
Christian, how many humans have been to the moon?
Let's go 8.
No, 12. Mike, heading back to you here. The famous explorer Jacques Cartier is best known for mapping what country? Part of the New World.
Canada?
Canada is a correct answer. Christian, we're heading back to you. Halley's Comet, which last appeared in 1983 and will return in 2061, takes how long to orbit the sun?
This is a math question. 74 years?
74 years is correct. Mike.
Nice.
What famous 20th century American painter had a home base on a ranch in New Mexico? Many of the artist's most famous works are now displayed at a museum in Santa Fe, despite her growing up near Madison, Wisconsin.
George O'Keeffe.
George O'Keeffe is correct.
Pulling random things and they're hitting. Okay.
Christian, what was the name of the, quote, Wonder Horse owned by singer and actor Gene Autry?
That would be Trigger, I believe.
I have it as Champion.
Oh, Trigger, I think it's Roy Rogers. Okay, fine.
Champion.
I thought it was Trigger too when you said it. I was like,
I will flag that. We will come back to it and look at it later. Moving along here, though, Mike. Which music streaming service shares its name with the first human woman in Greek mythology?
Pandora.
Pandora is a correct answer. Christian. Which of these cities has the most tattoo shops according to Inked magazine? Las Vegas, San Diego, or New York?
Let's go with San Diego.
I know, New York City is what we're looking for there. Mike. In what decade was a fatwa issued against Sir Salman Rushdie? Sir Salman Rushdie, my God.
I knew who you meant. I was like, that was an interesting way to say his name. 80s?
80s is correct, back in 1989. Christian, we're heading over to you next. Known as, quote, Little Mo, which tennis player was the winner of 9 Grand Slam singles titles in the early 50s?
I have no idea.
That'd be Maureen Connolly. Mike, which Lady Gaga song was the best-selling single of 2009 worldwide with over $9.5 million in sales?
Ooh. I will say Poker Face.
Poker Face is correct. Christian, which football team beat the Michigan Wolverines in a 2007 game that Sports Illustrated dubbed the greatest upset of them all?
I feel like this came up somewhere. Nah, I'm not gonna pull it. No idea.
The Appalachian State.
Right.
Mike, what 80s band had a top 40 hit covering the Supreme song Where Did Our Love Go?
I mean, it was really the hit because it came after Tainted Love, right? But I think they're looking for Soft Cell.
Soft Cell's correct. Christian, named for her most famous screen role, Foxy is the title of a 2010 memoir by what actress?
I would assume this is Pam Grier.
That is Pam Grier. Mike, which mustache artist designed the logo for a popular Spanish lollipop called Chupa Chupas?
I'll just toss out Dolly.
Salvador Dali is correct. Christian, which Dutch makeup artist came out as being transgendered in 2020?
I couldn't name a single Dutch makeup artist, so no idea.
De Jager.
Okay.
Mike, immature young toads and frogs are called what?
Tadpoles.
He gets Dutch makeup artists. You get third grade science.
I know.
Christian, what actor played the role of an extraterrestrial who comes to Earth from the planet Orc in the sitcom Mork and Mindy?
That would be Robin Williams. Nanu.
Would be Robin Williams. Mike, we're heading back to you. What was the name of the Egyptian god of the sun?
Ra.
Ra is a correct answer.
It's got Lady Gaga on the brain.
Christian, considered the most influential in his field, Lester Bangs was best known for what type of journalism, or journalism covering what topic?
Lester Bangs. I don't know. Gossip?
No, Lester Bangs was a journalist that covered music. Mike, on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, all 19 children in the Duggar family have names that begin with what letter?
Oh, for Pete's sake. The thing I did my best to ignore when it was popular. J?
J is a correct answer. Wow. Christian, which state was known as New Hampshire Grant before it was admitted as its own state?
Let's go Vermont.
Vermont is correct. Mike, what actor played the lead role in the 1965 British film Ipcress File?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
What actor played the lead role in the 1965 British film The Ipcress File?
Oh, shoot. This is actually tickling something now. I don't know if I'm gonna get there though. Peter Sellers.
Harry Palmer's what we're looking for. Christian,
Okay, never mind. All right.
what group recorded the hit single Karma Chameleon in 1984?
That would be the Culture Club.
Culture Club, something I don't have. Mike, after courting her for nearly 8 years, who did Elvis Presley marry in 1967? I do need her maiden name.
I knew you were gonna. I was just about to ask. There is no way I'm ever gonna remember her middle name. Priscilla Smith.
Priscilla Ballou.
Sure.
Christian, Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan had what mausoleum built to house his deceased wife?
That'd be the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal is correct. Mike, dry ice is a form of what gas?
Is it just oxygen?
Carbon dioxide.
It is carbon dioxide. That was the first thing that popped in my head, and I rejected it. I don't know why.
Christian, who is the record producer behind Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC, and I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
Is this Lou Pearlman?
Lou Pearlman, no. This would be Max Martin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lou Pearlman did discover 2 of them, but Max Martin was the one that actually produced all 3 of those songs. Mike, who is the only player to be in the MLB's top 5 all time for at-bats, hits, doubles, and triples?
At bats, hits, doubles, and triples. Pete Rose.
Ty Cobb.
Damn it! It was a 1 and 2 shot. Flipped the wrong way.
All right. Christian, rappers Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, and Notorious B.I.G. all attended what city's George Westinghouse High School?
That would be New York.
New York is correct. Mike, not quite as American as apple pie. What came in second on the American Pie Council's 2008 survey of favorite flavors?
Pie. Favorite flavors? I don't know. Ketchup.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin's what we're looking for.
Oh, you're just looking for pie flavors. Okay.
Christian,
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
what figure does the fat lady in the J.D. Salinger novel Franny and Zoe represent?
Is this Carrie Nation?
No, represents Christ.
Okay.
Time is up. We got one question left for Mike. Mike, your last question. What former U.S. president is most responsible for the forced expulsion of Native Americans from the tribal lands?
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson is correct. Even though you can make the argument more of that happened under Van Buren than did Jackson, but Jackson does get most of the blame.
Yep.
All right, we've got Christian. We've got one that we've got to look up for you, so let's go do that right now.
I think he's right. I think it was Roy Rogers actually, but it sounded right when you said it. I wouldn't have pulled either one. So
I get those two confused all the time.
Singing cowboys of that era, yeah.
Champion was Gene Autry's horse. The question is correct. Our scores will stay as follows. Mike, you're picking up 14. That brings you to score 19. Christian, you're picking up 12. That brings you to score 15. Mike, you got a 4-point lead going into our halftime round.
I did a lot of pulling things out of my ass in that round.
Well, let's see if that continues with this one. Your halftime category is movies because, duh, it's me. DreamWorks Studios has made some true Hollywood animated blockbusters since it launched back in 1998. Their top 15 highest grossing films all come from the same 6 franchises. For 4 points each, name 5 of those franchises.
All right, I'll go ahead and lock in.
Sure, I'll lock in.
So you're going to give me the name of 5 franchises under the DreamWorks Studios banner. 6 franchises total account for all 15 of their top hits. Let's start with Mike. Mike, give me your first one.
My first one was Shrek.
Actually, Mike, give me all 5 of yours.
Okay. So the only one I was really, really pretty confident was DreamWorks was Shrek. The rest I was just kind of pulling animated franchises. This is not an era in which I have seen a lot of these films. So the other ones may or may not be DreamWorks, but I said Shrek, and then I said Madagascar, Ice Age, Kung Fu Panda, and Despicable Me or Minions or however you want to break that one down.
All right, Christian, what did you say?
I also said Shrek. I said How to Train Your Dragon. I said Despicable Me. I said Monsters, Inc. and Hotel Transylvania. Those are the 5 I came up with.
All right, we got some points to divvy out. So you both got the easy one. The Shrek franchise accounts for 4 of the movies. Shrek 2, 3, 4, and the spinoff Puss in Boots, all in their top 15.
So the first one isn't on there. Wow.
It might be this. I wrote this question a while ago, and I think I might have just put it. So I'm guessing maybe all 5. Shrek 1's got to be on there. That movie was huge. But number 2 on the list, Madagascar. So 3, 2, and 1 in order. So 3 was the highest grossing, followed by 2, followed by 1. Third on the list, Kung Fu Panda, going in order of 2, 3, 1. Next on that list, Christian, you're right there. How to Train Your Dragon. Again, a 2, 3,
Damn it, I thought
1
of that.
breakdown. And the two
Nice
that
job.
nobody got, the Crudes and Boss Baby.
Gosh. Okay.
Mike, you're going to pick up 12. Christian, you're going to pick up 8.
Was Despicable Me Illumination? Is that who
I
who
believe
does that one?
Despicable Me is Illumination, yeah.
Okay.
Your scores going into Hot Seat Round 2. Mike has got a 31 to 23 lead. Christian, it's up to you, first or second in Hot Seat Round 2.
First really bit me in the ass last time, so let's go second.
You're going to go second. Your time will begin after I read your first question.
Oh, hold up. Just wanted to pop open my second of the Juice Raptor Hazy IPAs. It's really good.
That was just fortuitous timing because I needed a minute there to take a drink of water. So,
Well, there you go. I really should get in a better habit of hydrating during these things.
Mike, your time will begin after I read your first question. Here we go. Mike, the duodenum is a part of which internal organ in humans?
The pancreas.
It's part of the small intestine.
Weird how you lied. It's the flow pancreatic juice into the duodenum. Okay, you're right. It's not part of the pancreas.
Christian, what animal is on the state flag of California?
That would be the golden bear.
Bear is correct. Mike, Psalm, Saint, and Chicago are all the names of what?
Wait, what was it?
Psalm, Saint, and Chicago are all names of what? Really, of who is probably a better way of putting it.
I'm very unclear as to what this question is attempting to ask.
They're the names of whose children? I'll put it that way.
Oh, for fuck's sake! These weird ass celebrities. I have no idea. It's not Frank Zappa, so I'm at a loss.
They would call her the modern day Frank Zappa. That'd be Kim Kardashian.
No one would call her that.
And Kanye West.
Christian, did you know that one?
I did indeed.
I thought her kid was North.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Christian, heading over to you. Not to be confused with a caffeinated beverage. Which programming language is often used for developing Android applications?
Java.
Java is correct. Mike, the hard-hitting crime drama The Wire was set in what city?
Baltimore.
Good morning, Baltimore. That is correct. Christian. I'm sorry, are we not here for my musical theater renditions?
I am.
What president was a licensed bartender?
I'm going to guess Lincoln.
Lincoln's the correct answer.
Those types of questions, it's always Lincoln for some reason.
Mike, within 10 either way, how many staircases are located in Hogwarts?
Oh, my sweet, merciful. Wow. Within 10 either way, I'll just lock him with a good old 42.
You're a good old 100 off. 142 is what we're looking for.
Wow.
All right, Christian. Name 4 of the founding members of the rap group Wu-Tang Clan.
I can name all 9 of them, but all right. We have Raekwon. We have Method Man. Inspector Deck. Ghostface Killer. I could keep going, but I'll stop there.
Keep going if you want to for no point. All those are correct.
Master Killer, RZA, Jizza. Oh, what was it? All right. Old Dirty Bastard. And I said you got it already, right?
No, you didn't. You guys.
You got the other one. Yeah.
Mike.
I might have gotten to 4, but I would never have gotten that far. That's nicely done.
Mike, what online company features a bird named Larry as its logo?
I don't know when this question was written. I'm just going to guess the erstwhile Twitter.
Twitter, yeah.
Okay.
You're right. It's an older question. It's before hell froze over. Christian.
Right.
Who was the first U.S. vice president to not be elected president?
That would be first U.S. vice president to not be elected president. I'm gonna guess George Clinton.
No, it'd be Aaron Burr.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would have guessed Clinton too because I completely forgot about Burr.
Mike, which fabric is named for a variety of goat found in the hilly region between India and Pakistan?
Kashmir?
Kashmir is correct. Christian,
It wasn't Nubuck.
within 3 either way, name the year these events took place. John Lennon and Yoko Ono staged their bed-in protest in an Amsterdam hotel. Colonel Gaddafi takes power in Libya, and U.S. astronauts land on the moon for the first time. Jesus Christ!
For the first time, was that?
Yes.
Yes.
1969.
69
Nice.
is correct.
I was sitting here going, we might need to start reducing that like 3-year boundary.
Yeah. Mike,
Sir.
I could have given him a 0-year boundary and he'd gotten it right. Mike,
Well, true, but I'm just saying.
the first James Bond film that starred Daniel Craig was also the name of the first James Bond book by Ian Fleming. What was it?
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale with cheese is correct. Christian.
Yep.
What feminist magazine was founded in 1971 by Gloria Steinem and Letty Cotton?
I think that's Ms.
Ms. is correct.
Nicely done.
Mike. Zenyatta Mondada, Ghost in the Machine, and Synchronicity were 80s albums by what band?
The Police.
Police is correct. Christian. What brand of basketball footwear is produced by Nike exclusively for a certain NBA basketball player, but was then released to the public, creating a fashion trend in the 90s?
That would be Air Jordan.
Air Jordans are correct. Mike. Which model features on the cover of the 1973 David Bowie album Pinups?
Ooh, yikes. Do not know. Bridget Bardot.
No, that'd be the infamous Twiggy.
Oh, I thought of Twiggy and I rejected it. Damn it.
All right, Christian. Who played the role of Jonathan Smith, an angel sent to Earth, quote, on probation, in the TV drama series Highway to Heaven?
Oh, that's Michael Landon.
That is Michael Landon. Mike. In 1973, members of the American Indian movement occupied which painfully historic site in South Dakota?
Wounded Knee.
Wounded Knee is correct. Christian. A specialty publishing firm headquartered in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, filed for bankruptcy in 2015. Previously, the firm published a magazine that was once reached 88% of U.S. airline passengers. What was the name of that magazine and firm?
Is that Departures?
No, that'd be Sky Mall.
Oh.
Mike, within 3 years, name the year these events took place. Led Zeppelin announces their breakup. The Who Shot JR question becomes an international obsession, and Mount St. Helens erupts in Washington.
1980.
I mean, it's not quite as bad as the first landing, but 1980 is correct. Christian, what astronomer is called out by name in Bohemian Rhapsody?
Galileo. Galileo.
Michael. Harrison Ford stars as Rick Deckard in what 1982 film?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner is correct. Christian. A musical group titled New Directions was the focus of what TV show that aired from 2009 to 2015?
Is this Empire?
No, it's not. You're getting a slushy to the face. That would be Glee.
Oh, God, I hate it.
Mike, what then 15-year-old African-American woman beat Venus Williams at Wimbledon?
Was that Coco Gauff?
That was Coco Gauff. Christian, what movie is, quote, You Had Me at Hello from?
That's Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire is correct. Mike, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo are all the sons of which American female pop star?
Mariah Carey.
This shit is bananas. Banas. Gwen Stefani is what we're looking for.
Really? Wow.
What was the name of the boy that Buzz and Woody belonged to in the Toy Story film?
That'd be Andy, I believe.
Andy is correct. In my head, that's always been Andy Roddick. Mike,
Ha!
which TV series debuted in 1999 and followed an Italian-American mobster as he tried to balance the requirements of his real family with those of his mafia family?
The Sopranos.
It does giveth and taketh away. Christian, fair and balanced is the trademark slogan of what cable news network?
Fox News.
Fox News is correct. Mike, prior to converting to the euro, what was the currency of Austria?
Oh gosh. There's a lot of countries that I can answer this for. Austria is not one of them, unfortunately. I'll just I don't know what it's the Deutschmark. It's not right.
Unfortunately, not. Bloody sock and all. That'd be a shilling.
Oh,
Christian, within 2 years, how old was soccer phenom Pele when he scored his first professional goal?
15.
On the nose. Nicely done.
Nice job.
Mike, in what Chinese city would you find Tiananmen Square?
In what city? That's feels like something I should know. I'm just going to say Beijing.
Beijing is correct. Christian, which game, created by Milton Bradley in 1971, requires players to score goals by pushing one of two pucks into the opposing player's goal while using ball bearings?
Is this Crossfire?
That was Crossfire.
Crossfire!
I love that game. It was so
I didn't know that game went that far.
Mike, which Curvy Grammy winner is all about that bass?
Oh gosh. Meghan Trainor.
Meghan Trainor is correct. Christian, during the War of 1812, did the United States invade Canada?
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird, wild time.
It was really, actually really works. They actually invited us into their home. They cooked us breakfast. It was wonderful. Mike.
Then they burned the White House.
So nice up there. What state has the longest freshwater shoreline?
Longest freshwater shoreline. I am going to say Michigan.
Michigan is the correct answer. Christian, what name is given to a young hare such as Thumper from the Bambi movie?
Is that a twit?
No, a leveret.
Wow, never heard of that word.
Mike.
Okay.
In 1638, Wilmington became the first permanent settlement in what American colony? At the time, the colony was called New Sweden.
I'm going to say Delaware.
Delaware is the correct answer. Christian, within 3 years either way, name the year these events took place. The Boston Celtics win the NBA championship. The Space Shuttle Challenger disintegrates 73 seconds after launch, and the Senate approves a treaty outlawing genocide.
And I guess 1980?
No, 1986. Challenger was 86. Mike, in the fashion world, what does haute couture refer to?
I'm still reeling over the fact that the United States Congress existed for almost 200 years before outlawing genocide. Actually, I guess that kind of tracks. Haute couture, high culture. That's what it translates
world,
to.
what is it referring to?
In the fashion world, high fashion.
No, it's actually high-end customer-made fashion. It's a very specific terminology.
Okay, no, that's fine. The customer-made part I did not catch, so that's good. That's fair.
All right, Christian, what male ballet dancer defected from the Soviet Union to Canada in 1974?
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Mikhail Baryshnikov is the correct answer. Mike, which installment of the Conjuring film series is based on the Enfield Poltergeist?
This would require me to be able to name multiple installments of the Conjuring franchise. The Conjuring 2 Electric Boogaloo. I do not know.
Mike, simple is better. If you had left off Electric Boogaloo, you would have been correct. It's just the Conjuring 2. The Conjuring is literally numbered.
Okay. I was expecting there to be anyway, yeah.
Nope. Christian, time is up, Christian. This will be the last question for you. The orange drink popularized when used by astronauts was called what?
Tang.
Tang is correct. All right.
Went from Wu-Tang to Tang.
Coming out of hot seat round 2, Mike, you're picking up 14. Christian, you're picking up 16.
Good round.
Mike, you still have a lead, but it has shrunk. It's 45 to 39 as we go into your wager round questions. Your wager round works like this. I have got 3 categories and 3 trivia questions. You can wager your points in any way, shape, or form that you want, and you can break them up on these 3 categories, but you are wagering on the category alone. The only rules are no negative wagering. Obviously, you must wager whole numbers. It takes care of the first part. And you cannot wager more than your current score. So, Mike, you cannot go above 45. Christian, you cannot go above 39 combined on these 3 questions. Your categories are the Supreme Court, American authors, and geography and world history adjacent. The Supreme Court, American authors, geography and world history adjacent. Lock in your wagers. Wagers are locked in. It's time to go through this question by question, starting with question number 1, the category of the Supreme Court. During his 2 terms as president, Ronald Reagan nominated 5 Supreme Court justices. 3 of those 5 were appointed with 0 votes against. Name 2 of those 3.
I'm locked in.
All right, I'll lock in.
All right, moving on to question number 2. Your category is American authors. What author, perhaps best known for a 1990 novel that was turned into a movie that won 3 technical Oscars, 1 for best sound, 1 for best sound effects, 1 for best visual effects, had 3 novels published after his death in 2008. Those novels being Pirate Latitudes, Micro, and Dragon Teeth.
I'm locked in.
What were the 3 Academy Awards again?
The movie that won 3 Academy Awards won for best sound effects, and best visual effects.
But the novel was published in 1990.
The novel was published in 1990.
All right, I'll lock in.
All right, moving on to question number 3. Your category, geography and world history adjacent. There are 3 countries in the world who use the imperial system instead of the metric system. Obviously, we live in one of them here in the United States. Another is Myanmar. What African nation, which began as a 19th century project from the American Colonization Society with the belief that black people would have better chances at freedom and prosperity in Africa than in the U.S., also uses the imperial system?
Locked in.
I hate when you're right, Chris. I'm locked in.
We go question by question through this. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Question number 3. Geography and world history adjacent. There are 3 countries in the world who use the imperial system. One of them is the U.S. One of them is Myanmar. What African nation, which began as a 19th century project from the American Colonization Society with the belief that black people would face better chances at freedom and prosperity in Africa than in the U.S., also uses the imperial system? Mike, your answer and your wager.
Well, when I told you my wager was 0 because the G word being geography scared me off, you said you might. What did you say? You might end up regretting that or whatever. You were 100% correct because this, you might kick yourself. That's what you said. But you're 100% correct. This is Liberia.
Christian, your answer and your wager.
I also bet 0 on this question, and my answer was also Liberia.
Liberia is a correct answer. Either one of you know the capital of Liberia?
Monrovia.
Monrovia.
Monrovia. All right. All right. Well, no points changing hands. It is still 45 to 39. Question number 2. Category was American authors. What author, perhaps best known for a 1990 novel that was turned into a movie that went on to win 3 technical Oscars, 1 for best sound, 1 for best sound effects, 1 for visual effects, had 3 novels published after his death in 2008, 1 being Pirate Latitudes, another being Micro, and a third being Dragon Teeth? Christian, your answer and your wager.
Oh, I went with famed author I.P. Freely, and I and I wagered 0 on this.
Mike, your answer and your wager.
That's a great guess. I'm actually quite familiar with the works of IP Freely. So I thought I wagered 17 on this one, and I thought the time was about right. This was the book that I thought may have been 1990 was what I consider the first adult novel that I ever read, and I probably read it about a year or two later, and it was turned into a movie in 1993 that would have won those types of technical awards. So I thought maybe the novel was Jurassic Park, and that the novelist was Michael Crichton, and his death was probably around that time frame.
Michael Crichton is a correct answer. Nicely done, Mike. Well, Christian, you're going to hang tough at 39. Mike, that bumps you up to 62. Question number 1. The category was the Supreme Court. During his 2 terms as president, Ronald Reagan nominated 5 Supreme Court justices. 3 of those 5 were appointed with 0 votes against. Name 2 of those 3. Mike, your answer and your wager.
Well, I was trying to think of Supreme Court justices appointed by Reagan. The one that immediately popped in my head was Sandra Day O'Connor. I hesitated because, of sexism, which you've really been appointed with no votes against, but I still locked in with Sandra Day O'Connor. And I struggled to come up with a second one, and that Reagan would have nominated. I lose track a little bit on the timeline around there, but I ultimately locked in on Scalia as another one. So those are the 2 I locked in with.
And your wager?
I wagered 17 on that one as well.
Christian, your answer and your wager.
So I put all 39 on this, being an attorney, and I'm probably going to embarrass myself on this, but I also went with Sandra Day O'Connor for the first guess, and for the second guess, I went with William Rehnquist.
You both named Supreme Court justices appointed by Reagan. 1981 was Sandra Day O'Connor. 1987 was Anthony Kennedy.
I thought Kennedy was a Bush appointee. Okay.
1986, with 0 votes against, Antonin Scalia. Mike gets the points.
Nice work.
Ooh.
And with that, Mike, you're going to take a 79-0 win. Nicely done. Nicely done. Christian, my friend, you're going to get your chance at revenge. We're not done yet, because Friday night, right over on our Patreon feed at patreon.com/PTEBB for our Patreon subscribers, you get your chance at revenge. Tell Mike what his revenge topic is.
I think this is a bad topic I picked because he happened to get all the mythology questions you asked him throughout the night correct. I went with Greek and Roman mythology.
That's a great category for me because he happened to hit the small parts that I know as opposed to the vast swath that I do not. So that sounds like a really fun category, though. I'm looking forward to it. Even though I'm going to get my ass kicked, it'll still be fun.
Well, if you want to hear that bonus episode, it's coming out, like I said, Friday night on our Patreon feed, patreon.com/PTEBB, along with all the other bonus content from the PTE Network variety of shows. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Check the show notes for our Discord server, Facebook group, merch store, the whole 9, right there in the show notes. But you know what? You heard enough from midnight for the Pub Trivia Experience. I have been Chris.
I've been Mike.
And I've been Christian.
Until next week, have a good one.